Have you seen the title of this video? Like, honestly, like, I don't even care. Ignore the title because that's not what I'm saying. That is what everyone else is saying that has this gun. People are begging, just because they have the Eagle Bearer, for the developers to not nerf it. But at the end of the day, when you can walk into the dark zone and you can obliterate other players, the gun needs sorting out. It's not the case of skill builds, everyone's building towards them, they're running missions with them and it's very easy in PvE. When it comes to the dark zone, if you have an Eagle Bearer, pretty much 9 times out of 10 you're on top of that other player. But the amount of people, like, there's so much controversy covering this gun at the moment, the developers need to have a look at it and decide what is best for the entire community, whether people have it or not. Because I've seen so many comments of people saying, I'm being destroyed in the dark zone, I don't like it, please nerf the Eagle Bearer. Then you're getting the people who have it, and instantly, as soon as they see it drop or someone else drops it for them or they buy it off someone, as soon as that happens, they instantly think they have rights over every other player that plays this game. Not at all. I was lucky enough, because now, yes, I have the Eagle Bearer, you can see it there, 29k damage. I am so grateful to a guy called Maverick. I run the raid earlier tonight. I'm literally recording this video about half an hour, maybe an hour after. I run with 2 guys I know personally from Discord. You've got Zach and Lewis, one of Lewis's friends, and then we LFG'd for the final 4. The second half of the group were from an Xbox LFG, Maverick being one of them players. We run the raid, it wasn't very smooth, it was Zach's first ever completion, but he got the completion, so also a congrats to Zach. It's my completion number 6, so I've done the raid 6 times now, from start to finish, Boomer to Razorback, done it. I haven't even had this gun drop for myself. Maverick had it drop, said, who wants the Eagle Bearer? I said, well, if you don't mind, I would take it because I don't have one. So he was nice enough to drop me the spare Eagle Bearer. So I got this gun given to me by someone else in the community, and I am so thankful because it's such a good gun to have. Like, it helps out with the raid. I'm not going to be using it often in PvP. I don't even touch the dark zone. But if I was to run the dark zone, I wouldn't be running this gun because I don't see it as fair to the other players that are in the dark zone at the time. That's just my thoughts. Everyone else has their own opinions. But what I'm seeing more and more often is people going out there, completing the raid once, having someone drop the gun for them, or being lucky enough to get it out of the chest or whatever, however they're getting the gun. They do the raid once, get the gun, and they're instantly saying, like, they're thinking to themselves, oh, I'm so much better than the people that don't do the raid, they can't do the raid, they're not good enough, or whatever. But it doesn't matter how you've obtained the gun, you are lucky. If you've paid for it, personally I think you're an outright idiot. If someone's dropped it for you, then you should be thankful to the person that's dropped it. If you've been lucky enough to get it drop out of the chest with a low drop chance, you are lucky. Some people have families, jobs and stuff that stop them being able to do the raid. Some people don't have hours and hours to learn the mechanics. And yes, there's groups that can do the raid from start to finish in like 10-15 minutes or whatever. But for a new player that hasn't done the raid before, they're not going to be able to do it that quick. So chances are they're going to have to sit there for at least an hour or 2. And a lot of people do not have that time. So I'm sticking to my word. Ignore the title, that's just like a sarcastic title. The developers need to nerf this gun for PvP. PvE, don't touch it. Fine as it is, it's not bothering any other players. It's helpful for those that are doing the raid. But when you're going into conflict, when you're going into dark zone, something needs to be done with this gun. 29k base damage, and this isn't even a fully optimized build. Like, people have it like 32 to 34k base damage, or like crazy numbers like that. I'm running sharpshooter because it's a little bit on the bouncy side. I've got the shield splinter at F2000 just for in rhythm, so that I have a chance of my skills coming back. I've got a pistol with stop, drop and roll just in case a status effect gets applied to me. My mask is 50% DTE, not the best in terms of brand sets, but it will do. It's got high damage to elites. The bag is part of a 3-piece that I've got of a rolly holding. 10% weapon damage. The active talent isn't actually active because there's that talent doesn't matter at all. The talents on backpacks for a build like this are worthless. I've got hard hitting, that's all that really matters on the backpack. And then I've got an offensive mod slot, 2% weapon damage, 3% AR. Going into the chest, I've got Fenris. I had to actually craft this as a replica because I didn't have any good chests. But I've managed to reroll weapon damage onto it, 13.5, 10.5 headshot damage, berserk, and hard hitting. Then into the gloves. I've got AR damage 12% and wicked. In case the status effect, I get extra weapon damage. As I said, this isn't a perfect build, but it's good for the time being. My holster, I did have one that I think it had precise on it, but I had to switch it out because my health was at 27k. And when I'm wanting my armor to be depleted for berserk, it's not good having such low health. So I've got health on that with an offensive mod for weapon and headshot damage. Then my knee pads, crit chance, accuracy from Douglas and Hardin, hard hitting, and another offensive mod with headshot and weapon damage. So the build is looking quite good. I'm running the Defender drone to try and counter Tenacity, which is the talent on the Eagle Bearer. And I've got the Revive Hive because that's pretty much a go-to. It's a 932. Looking at the stats, we have 29,045 damage, 17% crit chance, 40% damage, 79% headshot damage. Then we've got 29% all weapons, 40% AR. Then we have 80% DTE and then 29% health damage. So looking at the actual talents of the Eagle Bearer, for those of you that don't know, Eagle Strike. Accuracy increases as you continuously fire up to 100%. Headshot kills grant 100% reload speed, 35% damage, and the Tenacity buff for 10 seconds. The strength of Tenacity is increased by 1% for body shots and 5% for headshots. Tenacity. 20 to 80% of damage taken is delayed until the buff expires. So you're basically getting 10 seconds away from dying. All of the total delayed damage is reduced for each enemy killed while the buff is active up to 100% with 5 kills. Then we have Protected Fire. While holstered, gain 10% bonus armor while firing with your current weapon. Then you get crit chance, rounds, stability and crit damage on the attachments, like the mods for the weapon. 60 round mag on an AR. So this is incredible for ammo. It gives you bonus damage all over the place. And it delays the damage you take. So whether people like it or not, or the people thinking that they're amazing because they've got this stupid bloody gun, please developers, give it a nerf. Do something to make it fair for everyone that doesn't have this gun. We're going to jump into PvP. I went into the dark zone. I was there for maybe 20-25 minutes. Couldn't find a single player to fight against. And I was making plenty of noise, killing all the NPCs roaming around. Let's see what happens. I think any PvP content I do in this game from now on will be conflict because the dark zone just non-existent for me. I can't find any players.
An agent needs assistance.
I don't know if I'm downing these guys or killing them or whatever, but just... Just look how quick it... It's not fair to use this fucking gun. I know I'm with a 3-man clan. See, and what you need to remember is I'm running a berserk build, so the more you take my armor, the stronger I get. Look at how quick it's rinsing through this guy's armor. It's just, I don't even want to play this anymore. It's not fucking fair. And I'm the one killing the people.
Boost about to come online.
Forget the boost. They need a boost, not us. Look at the headshots! I don't even want to play. Like, after this game, I'm not even playing anymore. Thank you. I'm glad you killed me. This is exactly why I've been telling people. Nerf this gun. I suck at PvP. And I'm shredding players like they don't even exist. 5 kills, 1 death, 2 assists. 1.4 million damage, which wasn't too high. And yeah, my team were like level 100 or whatever. So I had the higher level players, but like look at that, 0 for 6, 0 for 4, 1 for 5. And yes, I was with good players, but I suck at PvP on this game. So it doesn't matter who I'm with, I still managed to get 5 kills. I only died once. For me to get 5 kills, you know there's something wrong. Either that or I'm playing amazing. And right now I'm not playing amazing. Understanding what people are saying and how powerful it is and using the gun yourself and seeing it, that match has actually annoyed me. Because people that have fully min-maxed builds, fully 100% optimized for this gun, other players do not stand a chance at all. Unless you're like one of the best players on the game. It's not fair to the casual player. That's what the developers said they were building for when they first made this game. That's why there's normalization in 2 of the dark zones. So if they're building this game to be fair all round, they need to nerf this for PvP. But please at the same time, don't nerf it PvE. I do want to use it in the raid. But PvP, 100%, I still believe, even after having this gun, that it needs to have a nerf. But I'm going to stop saying nerf, 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 because some of you are going to be in the comments like, oh, you're a whingy little bitch. But that's my honest opinion about the Eagle Bearer. And as I said, the title's a little sarcastic one, just because I know how many people are using the gun as a crutch. But let me know your thoughts and stuff in the comments. That's going to do it for the video. I'll see you very soon. We might do some challenges and stuff with this gun, PvE stuff, and just have a laugh with it. And I've got some other very cool challenges coming very soon. But that's going to do it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching.